Paul, welcome back. You're back to Hogwood, back to training. How's your time been away from the club for the last couple of weeks?
It was good. It was a long break, not the kind of length of break I'm used to, but with the fact that the club didn't reach the playoffs, we were finished in early May. So certainly I spent the first couple of weeks reflecting on what happened and getting some early signings through the door in Yeardon, Myler and O'Shea, which was very pleasing. And then like most people do involved in football, took some time off and a little bit of holiday.
And I know the players are back in, and I'm sure they've been through the testing and so on and so forth, so probably a good chance for you to see what stage the players are at. I'm sure everyone's returned in pretty healthy shape.
Yeah, the information's just sort of coming through to me now. We used this morning to go through a number of different tests, and in general I think the players look in decent shape. They had programs to do over the summer, a couple of weeks of complete rest and then some maintenance programs, so they come back in decent shape. I think the times have gone now where you flog the players in the first couple of weeks, and all summer they've been putting on weight and get out of shape. The professionals now are very much 12 months a year keeping themselves in good shape. So we're good to go, and we're out on the pitch this afternoon, 3 o'clock.
And how important is this kind of like month or so, this period of, as you say, some quite intense training, presumably a couple of games as well? How important is that to sort of set up your season going forward?
It's important every season, this pre-season period. You're trying to get obviously the players physically fit, which is important, but also, and very important for me, having come in the last 8 games of last season where it's very difficult to build a particular style of play. It's more about just get the results. Now we really need to do that. We need to spend this time on working the players tactically and having a very clear identity and a clear way of playing.
And when you came in, it was really very much, as you said there, straight into the matches. Whereas I guess this is probably quite an exciting time for you, a chance to really work with the players. Out on the training ground, a lot matches that have a little less pressure on them, which must be for you an exciting prospect, really.
Yeah, we obviously take the games very seriously, and as professionals, you want to win all the games. We got a game on Saturday against Eastleigh, so we're straight into action. And after that, we've got five other good games. I know a couple have not been announced yet, but that's going to happen very, very shortly. I'm very happy with the organisation we've got in place for pre-season. I think it'll put us in good shape for the first game against Derby.
And you mentioned recruitment already. The first 3 names through the door. It's always high on the agenda during the summer transfer window. So you must be delighted, as you say, to have signed three very good players with leadership qualities, really.
Yeah, good players, all with experience in positions that I felt that we also needed. All on free contracts, so that's why that business got done very early on. Now we're moving into other areas where it's a little bit more difficult, but we're confident we can bring some good attacking players in the next days and weeks.
And when it comes to recruitment, so there are particular characteristics you're looking for beyond obviously the technical ability and the rest of it. Are there other things you want to see out of the characters that you do bring here to the club over this summer?
We're trying to bring in players that have got good all-round ability, so physically can cope with the demands of the Championship. If they've got that, if they've got it in their CV that they've experienced this level of football and even the level above, or been involved in a team that's been promoted, they're all added benefits.
The fixture list came out last week, and the fact that brings the season to life, it kind of makes it a bit more exciting, doesn't it? To kind of know the plans going forward for the next 9 months or so.
No, of course. I mean, when the fixtures come out, I think from my point of view, I'm always interested to see who you play in the first couple of games, who you're going to play over that Christmas period, and where particularly you're going to be, home or away, and what your run-in's like. So, yeah, you know at the end of the season, once the playoffs are done, who you're going to be playing the next season. It's just about where that's going to be. I think our start to the season's very exciting. Being a home game, the opening of the Championship season against Derby, a club that I worked at with Frank Lampard in his first job, someone I know very well. So it'd be a fantastic start to the season for us.
Any surprise at all to see Frank get into management, or did it seem the most obvious route for someone who's so passionate about the game?
I think he made it very clear that he was going to do that. I think it's exciting to see him and Stephen Gerrard, who's north of the border with a big club in Rangers, making that step from playing at big clubs and winning lots of trophies to then making that step into management. I think it's really good for our game.
But you're not going to try and give him any sort of easy start whatsoever. Try and make it as tough as possible for his very first game.
Yeah, and he's going to be doing the same. I think it's a nice game to start off for everybody.